We are going to do a short primer or preparatory lesson on how to use hammer-ons and pull-offs in phrases and make sure that we do them in time. This exercise, we're going to take a real short phrase. It's going to be combining pick strokes along with hammer-ons and pull-offs or legato articulations. I'm going to set the metronome to 60. And what we're doing, and I'll run through it one time for you, is we're going to take that little bit that I just played and we're going to play it in quarter notes, which is 1 note per click. We're going to do it as eighth notes, which is going to be 2 notes per click, triplets, which is 3, and then 16th notes, which is 4, and then go backwards, and that's going to be the exercise. So let me play it for you one time. 2, 3, 4, and whoops. Oh, if I turn my guitar on. 2, 3, 4, and then eighth notes. Triplets. Okay, so the phrase, when we do it as quarter notes, we're starting on the 7th fret, 5th string, and on each metronome click, whenever you have 2 notes on one string and we're going up in pitch or going this direction, we're going to hammer on. So we pick the first note and then we hammer on the second note. And try and keep the fingerings consistent with what I'm doing. So the first part of it, which is actually an E minor 7 arpeggio, we're going on the 5th string 7 to 10 on the 5th string. We pick the 9th fret on the 4th string, and then on the 3rd string we go 7, hammer on to 9, pull off to 7, and we play the 9th fret on the 4th string, and then the 10th fret on the 5th string. Sometimes on some of these I think we're actually going to pull off down to the 7th fret. It depends on the subdivision and how many actual notes we need to complete the phrase so that we actually start the next one in time. And then the second half of it, the notes are going to be 6th fret to 9th fret on the 5th string, 7 to 9 on the 4th, and then 8 to 11 on the 3rd, and then pull off going backwards, and then 9 to 7, 7 to 6 right there. And it depends. If we're doing the quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then starting there. We're ending here, and then starting the whole phrase over again. When we do the 8th notes, which are 2 beats, or 2 notes per beat, we're on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we tend to end there and then there on the second one. The chord's E minor 7. And then this is, when we start down here, that's actually part of a B7 chord. And then 16th notes, 4 divisions of the beat, 1 E and, oops, 1 E and 2 E and E and 4 E. And I'm just ending right there. So let me run through the whole thing for you one more time. 2, 3, 4. Not the most exciting lesson in the world, but what I'm trying to do is just give you a little bit of control when you do hammer-ons and pull-offs. We'll have some other stuff that's a little bit more like that kind of thing a little bit later on. But for right now, it's all about using these articulations in time, making sure that you feel subdivisions evenly. I guess the best thing to do, make sure you do it with the metronome, do it real slow. When you go backwards in subdivisions, 16th notes to triplets, triplets to eighth notes to quarters, that's usually the hardest thing for me to do, and for a lot of my students it is as well. Just changing it becomes real easy to fall into the rhythm of one kind of subdivision, but to have to switch it up playing the same rhythmic or the same note pattern can be kind of tricky. So just make sure you do it real slow, make sure you do it with the metronome. If you're having problems with the hammer-ons and pull-offs being clear, go to my website, and there is a whole section of technique exercises, and there's a couple of hammer-on and pull-off exercises that'll kind of help you warm up and build up these skills so that they're cleaner, and you're a lot stronger with them. So next week we'll actually have a piece of music.